I finally got this junk journal done. I'm so excited. I love this one so much. It's a wedding one. Well, I didn't mean for it to be a wedding, but that's what it is. And I always use, you know, real ephemera. So I have some really cool stuff in here this time because I love to do that. And then let me get my ruler out. So this one is one of my extra large ones. It's huge because, I can't help myself. So it's going to be long too. So get some coffee or something because there's a lot in here and there's a lot of pages. Okay. So it's at least ruler size. The book is just about ruler size. And the wedding dress satin, makes it a little bit longer. And then it's about 9 inches. And then it's a gator mouth. And it stands almost 8 inches wide just for the gator mouth. So it's pretty huge. Pretty huge. I was doing paper dolls and I came across this wedding dress one and it was so beautiful that I can't even stand it. So I had to do a book with it and I had to save it because I don't want to just use it one time and then be done with it. So I ended up making wedding packets in my shop. If you are dying over this, you can, thank you. You can download it in my shop. And I put in all my wedding ephemera and stuff I have in there too. And then I used vintage satin wedding dress. If you need some, I have some of that too. And I just left it because it's gorgeous, just like it is. I love it so much. This does open, just so you know, but I have it tucked behind. This is vintage wedding dress veil. And then these appliques and stuff are from my shop. And then I made the ribbon down here. This was, satin from, the blankets from when you were a kid that have the satin trim. So I just made this. And then there's some vintage bling on here. And this is Diana, it says on there for the doll. So, and then I just put holes in right here and closed it with white seam binding from my shop. If you need some of that, it's there. I have tons and tons of colors. Okay. So it just opens like that, but I love the front. And then it's got charming fragments on the front too. Let me see if I can get this even in frame here. Let me see if I can do it. We'll see. Okay, so let me just see. I want to make sure you can see it pretty good. I guess it's okay. Thanks for the thumbs up. This paper is gorgeous. It's vintage wedding paper, and I just love it the way it is. So I sewed around it and I inked around it and stuff and made this big pocket. And there's just a big, one of these envelopes that I make. If you watch my channel at all, it's sheet music and parchment on the inside. And I left it open so you could just put stuff in there. And it's got decoupage and flowers and stuff on it and Paris stamps. Because this is kind of like, it's kind of like a travel journal too. Because, back in the day when they had weddings, the rich people, would go on a cruise then. And they would stay gone sometimes for a year. So I put a lot of travel stuff in here. Okay, so this is the end cut off of vintage piano paper roll, and I love that. And I just paper hinged it on and made this pocket for this vintage photo. I don't know. I didn't want to put it in anywhere in case... What's up here? Let me see. Oh, I don't know. In case, somebody didn't want it on there, but but I love it. So it's really pretty. It's got beautiful coloring and it's just a really beautiful photo. So I just put it in here just because I can. Coffee stain paper from me. And then here's the back of the piano roll paper. It's got the holes in it, you can see. And then a memory to hold, it says, and the story begins. Little flip little flip up. I mostly just wanted to show this and leave a writing spot for the piano paper. And then on several of these pages, I did just, it's a paper hinge right here. And so that you could have some writing space, because I put so much stuff in here that I just wanted to make sure there was enough writing space. So I distressed some pages. And you can see how I do these on my channel here. And it's smushed with, you can see the gilding polish and stamped, and I stenciled with Victorian velvet. Ink is in my shop if you like that. And the stencils also. This is the lace stencil. And then I just hinged it in, like I said, so it's really pretty. So I wanted to give at least a few writing spots. And then these are really fun. Let's see if I have them sitting here. I think I do, yes. I made a bunch of these vellum pockets. They're really pretty. And I did a video. So they're just, I just want to show it independently because with the coffee stain paper on the back, it's tough to see. But so it's just vellum that I scalloped the edge out and then sewed around and then embellished with all the stuff from appliques and stuff from my shop. So I just wanted to show you, and then I just glued it down on there. But this one's really pretty, and it has this beautiful drape here. This is an 1800s wedding dress that was gifted to me, I think, by Carrie Kale. And the applique here from my shop if you need those. And then just some cuties in here. These are tsunami rose, and I just left a heart doily in the back. And this is gilding polish gold. You can see, maybe not right now. The camera might not pick it up, but it's on there. And then I stenciled with, I think it was antique linen. I'm pretty sure. And then this I love. Oh, I hope you can see it good, but it's a coffee stained wedding dress applique. It's gorgeous with the pearls and the sequins. And then I just made it a tuck spot, so there's all kinds of fun stuff in here. And a bag and vintage envelopes and a vintage wedding card. I put in a bunch of, you know, vintage stuff that you could actually use. And I love this. This one's from 1949. And then just an empty bag. This is a vintage marriage license. A real one. So that's really fun. And then when you take this stuff out, this has got roses, pale roses all the way around, and you can just write right here if you'd like. But I love this applique. It's so pretty. It's not showing up very good on camera, but I love it. And then I sewed around with white thread. This one's neat. The Atkinson's Perfumery. I have lots of little things in here about perfumes and stuff for wedding days. You know, I just think that's cute. Coffee stain little coin envelope and a tuck spot on the top. And then this is a magnetic closure. It's just a little journal, writing journal, and it's tied together with some string. It's got white gesso and stuff over it and some fancy stitching and just cute little things, vellum pages and gesso on here, and just a bunch of different little writing spots. There's a whole bunch of different pages in here for writing, so that's kind of fun. Okay, and then here's a wedding postcard. Grandma's helping her put her dress on, and it just looks really pretty. I love the whole scene. I'm trying to see if you guys can see it very good. I know there's a glare. And then it's on top of another vintage marriage license. You can see the seal here. Let me see if that's better, if we get the glare off. And then I put some tags in here from, these are printouts from my shop, if you like them. And I covered it with vellum, so there's like a film over the top, which is kind of cool. Coffee stain paper on the back and white thread, but I love these. This is collection of my calling cards from my very own stash, and they just look good when you're trying to do a older style, you know, journal. I just love them. And then they're Franken pages, so they're really thick. So I put a bag in between, and so there's a little doohickey in here. Like I said, I put a lot of travel stuff in here. So this is a little travel notebook. And there's a little star there and a little coin here. And it's just got tickets on the front. And like I said, it's like a little matchbooky thing. And it just has all kinds of little places to write and things to do. And it opens, and it's all about travel. And little stuffies, little things, you know, all these US mail and, you know, air mail and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun. Oops. So it's really fun. I love that. So I let that hang out, and there's a little bag in there, so I'll put it in there. Okay. Whoops. Then black thread on this one. I did different threads on all of them. This one, I just love this vintage wedding paper. It's really pretty, and it's got gold on it. And then I put some, these, I don't know if they're actually for a wedding, but they were a custom made set of napkins and such, and coasters and things. And these are really old, and there's a real big one in the back. So I thought maybe these were for a wedding. So I put them in just for kicks. A dinner napkin, a cocktail napkin, and 2 little coasters with bees on them. Those are just pretty. Then I love this. This is the last piece of that vintage paper that I have. My goodness. Hi, Sherry. Thank you. Then I took a couple of file folders, you know, these little ones, and just altered it. Like, this is my favorite napkin. I think I got these on Wish. Decoupaged them on, and then made just a little booklet, which is really cute. And it's got little, and I love the roses on the inside. I love that. And then I've got little tabbies, little things hanging out everywhere. So it's just kind of a fun little book. See, there's little roses there, and the little girl here, and little envelope there, and little spots here. And this has white gesso on it, and this is little ephemera, and this has got clear gesso on it too. Little tabbies, lace, more little tabbies. Just a little book. Here's a little tag, some trim. So this is just a cute little extra that goes in, and I just stick it in here. But you know, you could take all this big stuff out because this is really huge. And then here's another wedding dress applique. I love them. They're so beautiful. This one was coffee stained. And then I left this because it's got the pale roses on there for a writing spot. And then this is really fun. It's just a postcard, wedding invitation postcard, and then some, you know, ephemera from Tsunami Rose. And this one is for Paris because we're traveling here. And then this is really cute. I love you little thing, and she's all dressed up, and it's a little flipper. I made altered index cards if you want to look on my channel there. And then this is just a real pretty page with all the roses. The ink is Victorian Velvet in my shop if you need it. And then the gilding polish that I love, and so script stamping and stuff. And then here's another one of those pages with the, what do you call that? Hinge? And hinge, so you can write and have some writing spots in here. This I did a video on if you want to see how this is made. 2 hearts, 1 love, and then there's a pocket right here. It says with love little banner. It's made out of dictionary pages. And then there's a pocket on the side, the same roses that I keep using. Really pretty tag, and then it flips open. And it's a little pocket here. I've got some paper, some vintage address book, a little doily, and I love the paper and stuff. And then the photo is a 1920s photo of a cruise ship. they used to go on cruises for their honeymoons, like I said, and they'd stay gone for a year. So I just thought that was cool. And then here's a little wedding collage here, lace and stuff. And then I thought I would put these in just for kicks. Little roses, decals that you can put on your nails. I think that's so cute. I love these. And then it's just this is a vellum coin envelope. There's some cute little papers in there. And then these are some really pretty tags from Tsunami Rose I printed out. And the seam bindings from my shop. If you want those. And then there's a pocket back here that has wedding cake on it and paper, coffee stain paper, and I sewed and inked it all up and such. Okay. It's so cute. I love this book. And then I Martha Stewart punched all the paper on the side. That's kind of fun, so I love this one. There we go. Martha Stewart punch. I love that because it just makes it look lacy and pretty. And then these are Tsunami Rose, her coffee stain doily papers. I love those, so they look really nice. So I just left it for a writing spot. And then here's the bride blowing a kiss, and it blows her little hearts. And this is just a piece of, well, it's cardstock, but it came from, I'll show you when I get to it. It's the back of a wedding song, sheet music songbook. So it's pink and I put it in there. This is so adorable. It's from 1957. And on the inside, it's a thank you card that someone sent out for their wedding, and she's thanking the lady for a casserole dish. It's the most adorable thing. It's inside there, a little note. And then I had to put this in. Oh, I can't stand it. But all of this stuff right here is, like I said, it's in my shop under the digital part where you can print these out from home, because I couldn't stand to only use these once. I couldn't stand it. So this one's really pretty because it's got the glitter bells on it. But if you want to use these, like I say, they're in my shop. So, but that's adorable. And the little card is just so cute. It's got embossed roses on it. And there's a little note thanking her for the casserole dish. And it's very useful and attractive. So that's just super cute. I love it. And then, you know how you always go pick out your new china for when you're getting married, and, you know, you go to the gift registry place. So I thought that would be cute to have dishes there that we could pick from. Pick out our dishes. And then here's the wedding song book that I was telling you about. It had sheet music in it for all the wedding songs, and it's got a big pink bow in the front. I love that. And then these are just some envelopes that I made out of this cute vintage wedding wrapping paper. I love it so much. Look how cute it is. I can't stand it. And I left them so they open up so you can write inside. And then I just put a bridal shower pretty little cute little thing inside so you can write on the back of that. And so anyways, I love how cute that is. And I just hung it on the side. And then you can clip your own stuff because there's a clip here. In fact, I have an envelope here I was going to put on here, but not that we need more stuff. But it's a vintage envelope, airmail from 1969. So I love that. That's neat. Okay. And you flip it over, and I have one of my altered paper clips. And this is from the theater. They're going to go see Jane Eyre, and, you know, need some tickets for that. And so, like I said, a lot of this is traveling and eating out and luggage and stuff like that from, you know, travels. And then I put another one of the envelopes. Just because they're so cute, I had to make two of them. So you can open this one, I left empty. So you can just write in or put stuff in it. But it's adorable. I love it so much. And then here's an oversized guest checks. That's kind of really fun. Like I said, because they're eating out and stuff. And it's got just a whole bunch of romantic type ephemera and travel ephemera. And Can put a little cute little note in there in the little envelope. And the little roses. I think these are tsunami rose, but I'm not sure. I forget. I will try to post some pictures in group because I know this is kind of tough to see, but it's super fun. So here's the Mediterranean cruise, June 27, 1923. It's Tsunami Rose, one of her big file folders that I just glued down. And I filled it with vintage, you know, travel items. So this is a cruise ship. And they're just hanging out, you know, in the lobby, all gorgeous and stuff. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was really neat. I loved it. And together we have it all. Here's a vintage wedding photo from the 20s. That's really pretty. So I stuck that inside there and I left it open in the back. So we have a motel and a la carte menu from the dining room on the cruise ship, which I think is really neat. So that's cool. And then this is really cute. A little corset with the pockets. And it has little tags with the diamond ring. And it's got room service menus and room service phone number, which is kind of cool. I love that. And then she's cool. She opens up, this is 7 Gypsies stamp, and it opens up for a writing spot, so you have somewhere to write. And then I did the buttons down the side to mimic the, and then here's the black little charm on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but this book is so big. Right, like that. And then the backdrop is a satin, it's a satin fabric, actually. So that's really cool. I needed something heavy for this next thing here. So here's a wedding card. I love this. And it opens up like this. And I was just being silly and put like money in it, fake money. And then here's a vintage bank receipt for a deposit. And then it has the writing and stuff in there from mom and dad. So I love that. And then I laid it on top of cream colored cardstock, so that opens up. This is really pretty. This is Tsunami Rose, and it's a hotel registry paper, so I went with that. Some more wedding stuff, the story of, and here's an invitation. And then this opens up, and this is really pretty. It's just a vellum piece over top of the roses, so you can write. And then I put picture corners to tuck that vellum in because sometimes it doesn't want to stay, so that's kind of fun. And then this is another hotel registry from the 50s, receipts and just different times and how much it cost. And then here's another little invitation. So that's kind of fun. I love that. Makes it really fat though, but that's okay. And then we have just a tag from France and a tag with maps. This one's cute. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. And scalloped edge, I love that. And then this is just for reinforcement because the page is so heavy. And then here's an altered Rolodex card. I did a bunch of videos on that. And I'm gonna see if I should close this up. Can you guys see very good? Close it up just a little bit. I don't know. And then there's a postcard in here. I did some layering in the back, and here's another wedding card. You can open it up. She's signed on the inside. You could write in there if you wanted to. And like I say, all these things are in my shop for digital download. And the pages are all ripped. And then this is really fun. I love this. This is a big pocket right here, so you could put, you know, big stuff in there. But this is a little book to have and to hold. It's a digital printout from my shop. You get all this in the same download. You don't have to make a book out of this. You could use it for tags and stuff, but I just did because it's cute. And then this is a Tsunami Rose flower that I put on, and this is from my shop and cheesecloth and stuff. And I just ripped the edges and did some line stamping and script stamping, and then I did peacock around the edges. And then there's pockets with different things inside, tsunami rose things. But I just wanted to show you that there's poetry, and then the little lace tab, more poetry. And then I just love these photos. Now, like I said, these are all printable in my shop, but you could use this for a tag. You wouldn't have to make a book out of it. That's what I was thinking, you know, if you cut the corners or just left it square. I love these, so I'm going to be using these over and over again because I love the images. Little laces. And I love this photo. She's pretty, sitting in her chair, and there's a ship out on the water, and here's a little bookmark, little lace bookmark with the ripped edges. I love that with the ink, 2 different colors of ink. Just a little belly band with some girls, and here's some more little lace. And I love this, and it says wedding, and you know, it's just really cute. Just a cute little place to write. I love her dress. It's so pretty. I just love this whole thing. Look, she's got a cart full of flowers. I love that. And I love the street lamp that they're walking under in town. And here's your writing spot on the side there. And then there's another pocket here with some more tags. And then I love her. She's playing her little guitar with the wedding march music there. So that's super cute. And that goes in here. That was really fun to make. All right, and then these are just about roses. The lover tells of the rose in his heart. So there's a little poem of the roses, and then there's some more how roses speak of love. And so that's Tsunami Rose. And then here's another oversized guest check again with all the little goodies in here from traveling around and buying dresses and, you know, all that stuff. Perfume shopping and all that. Okay. And there's a little tab here for it, and it's ripped in a wave. I got a new ripper. So that's pretty fun. This one's a hidden pocket. I did a video on this. Oh, shoot. I forgot something. Oh, well. I'll fix it. All right, so it actually is a hidden journaling spot. So this literally comes right out if you want it to. And there's the spot for it and all that. And so you could write on this here so that no one could see it if you wanted to. But I just wanted to show you that. So it's kind of a hidden spot in case you didn't want peeping eyes to see. This is Tsunami Rose Charming Fragments, and it's a flip up here. And then I made those, these are all pockets. So I'm putting map tags in here, little maps, just so you can see that there's, what are these called? Cascading pockets or something? I really don't know. And then this is the pretty special piece. This is also available for download in the kit that I have there for the wedding stuff. It's from 1894. It's very delicate. It's a marriage certificate from, well, a wedding, you know. So it's just really something. We did contact the, what's the place? You know, where all these old papers go, and we found the people that go with this. But they never answered, so I don't know, Ancestry.com, you know what I mean? So they never answered, so I don't know if they're not there anymore or what the deal is. But anyways, but I did photocopy it, like I said, and it's available in the shop. And then, again, with the scalloped edges and the Tsunami Rose lace in the back, these are rose postcards that are Tsunami Rose. And then the guest check again with the gloves and the copies and the roses, little balls and the pink flower. It's just cute. Okay. Hi. And then I love the scalloped edges. This one I love because it's just cool. So cabin class stateroom. This is from a cruise ship. And I just put it with a metal grommet and some pieces there. There's a little bag in the back with a tag in there. And then this is an altered time card. So it's got just stuff in here. Stuff and stuff. And it flips up and it has a writing spot and just ephemera and, you know, travel memorabilia in there. So I love that. These, I found some vintage keys, vintage style keys, and I glossy accented them and stuck them on here. I made a key tag, and this is a key, old hotel box where all the keys hung, so I thought that was fun. So I just lined it with coffee stain for a writing spot. And then this is a Tsunami Rose pretty little pocket. Pretty pocket. And it's talking about the ball, so I thought that was neat. And then that sits on top of a bag. This has some ephemera in it. And then this has another booklet from France inside. It's actually really cool, but it's just for writing. And it's got little pockets in the back, which I thought was really neat. So you can put stuff, and it's got cream colored paper in there. And then it just has like this voyage thing on the front. So I thought that was really neat. Since we're doing kind of a travel thing here. So I love this. And then I put a glassine envelope on the top. Filled with some goodies here. You can get all the glassine in my shop if you need it. And then the wave rip again with inked edges and script stamp. And then I left a couple spots here for some writing. It's got the roses. If you can't see very good, I see. But it's really pretty Victorian velvet in my shop if you need it. And some more of that pink from the sheet music. So that's a really good writing spot. This is a beautiful vintage card. This is a satin little puffy spot that puffs out, and then you can open it up and read and write in there. And then again with the tags from my shop. And then I put vellum over the top and inked it up and sewed around and topped it with my Hug Snug satin seam binding from my shop. I have all a bunch of different colors. And then this is a vintage magazine. It's got toiletries on it for a woman. So it's mirrors and combs and scissors and pretty things that she would like to use for her wedding day, right? Okay. And then I love this. Look at the Prince Charming waltz that came out of this sheet music. Isn't that cute? And then it's a huge pocket, so it's got a bunch of different ephemeras in it. And then here's a little short flipper. This is a Tsunami Rose. And it flips up for a writing spot. And then here's a little pocket. I love these. These are so cute. They're just girly stuff, you know. Here's a little bag, and it opens up, and you can write in there. And then here's a little, this is a little cherry flavored bonbons. You can open those up. It's a little card. So cute. I love it. Sewed with black thread. This has got white thread, and then it was all inked up and stuff and ripped. I love it. And then this says gifts that are always in good taste. And so it's perfume bottles and combs and mirrors and just really pretty stuff for a girl. And then I love this perfume bottle, and it opens up and you can write in there. And then I kept the theme going over here with different perfumey stuff. And these are the glazes from my shop. If you need some of the glazes, I have the glaze. So I showed different kind of ways to do it here. And this is glazed, and it's got vellum over the top. And you could just write in here with my pink paper. If you need some of that, I have some of that in my shop too, I think. And then a different punch. This one's not Martha Stewart, but it's different punch on that side. And then these pages, all these pages are really big, like they're almost ruler size. So these are all full size, you know, 8.5 by 11 pages. These are not folded in half, so they're pretty huge, okay? I know it might not look that way on camera, but it is. This I love. This is my favorite. It's got, let me show you. It's got a vintage photo of a wedding, people standing outside the church. You can see the cars decorated with the flowers, and here's another one of my satin bows, and it has blue rhinestones in there and some lace and vintage wedding paper. It's really pretty page. And then I've got Mr. and Mrs. little towels here, vintage marriage license in the back again. I covered up all the info with the heart, and then we got the Tiffany blue book right here because we have to go to Tiffany for that ring, right? So, and then these are Franken pages. So there's hidden bags on the inside, and both bags, there's 2 bags. Oh, you can't see. All right, well, there's 2 bags, and so they all have Tiffany ephemera inside. And this has the Tiffany ephemera inside. Really fun, all the old stuff. So that's kind of fun. I love Tiffany. That's fun. And then this is really cute. This is Vellum little pockets. They're for stamp collecting, but I filled them with all kinds of little things. And then this is, if I can get it out, I guess maybe I could use the other one. Let me see if I can get it. Because if I can't, I'll use the other one then. Okay. This is a 1947, I think. We'll have to look. I don't have my glasses. But it's a 6 pence. It's a 1967. I ordered it on eBay just for this book. And they used to, it was customary for the father of the bride to give this to his daughter and put it in her left shoe right before she walked down the aisle. So it's a really good tradition, and I just had to have one of these for this book, and so I just put it in that little pocket just for fun. And there's stamps and little tickets and little things down here. It's kind of fun. I use brown thread and cream colored cardstock for that. And then again with the oversized guest checks. These are the solid gold cufflink page from a vintage, I think it's Sears or, you know, one of those books. But this is kind of like for the men's thing. And then again with all the ephemera inside. And just all the cuties. And then the Tsunami Rose postcards. Little tabby. Pretty cute. Black thread. And then this is one of Shelley Cupid's little, she calls them burritos. Little burritos that I stuffed with. Well, she stuffed and then I stuffed on top of that. Just all kinds of stuff. Wedding dress satin, little tags, little things, more Tiffany stuff. Right, and it just tucks inside here. And then here's 2 lovebirds, if you can see. And then one of those Tim Holtzy things, and it has all the little tiny stuff. The Hotel Plaza, invitation, memories, and another little invite for a wedding. And then again with the writing spot with the hinge so you can have a spot to write. And then this I left plain because it got so fat I can't even deal with it. And then I made this really cool thing for it. This here is going to take a minute, but because it's so big. And I just did a video on this morning, I think it was. So it's actually really cool, and I have some really cool stuff in it. So this is for, like, you know, a person that's traveling, like I said. And, you know, when you go on your honeymoon and you travel and travel. So here is some hotel lobbies that they could have stayed at. And here it is, Timberline Lodge and the mountains and the main entrance to the lodge. So I just thought that was really neat. Little black and whites. And I just left them in here for cutesies. And then this is a envelope pocketbook. That's really kind of fun. So you put this, and then the flap is tucked in here like that. And this is actually a pocket, so we can put that. And then it opens up. And it's tough to show all this. It's huge. So anyways, I went really old. I got stuff from the Titanic. This is a Titanic boarding pass. And the White Star boarding pass. This is from 1912. That's when the Titanic set sail. And it's just held on by a little Tim Holtzy clip. But it's made out of that really pretty paper. And then it flips up like this. And I have, you know, maps and papers and, like, you know, travel stuff. Here's some more travel stuff, airline things, writing spots. And then it flips up again, and there's a pocket in the back. Okay. And then a wedding photo for pictures. Cute, cute. And then I made this one. I showed you guys this morning. If you want to go check my channel, it's posted. And then this is this one opens like this. And then here's some tickets, tags, another wedding photo. It's really thick. This is a cardstock one. Vintage wedding photos. And then the pocket on the side opens right here. And this is just a wedding invite and with the ticket stub, you know. So that's really fun. And then another tag in here from map tags. I really enjoyed making this. It was really fun. I think I was watching Bohemian Crafting, you know, Eva. And so I made her little deal. And I was trying to figure out a way to display it on the page here, but I couldn't. It's just too big. So I left the page plain and I put it inside the big pocket here. That way you can take out some of this stuff, you know, if you want to just take that, for instance, to write in for the day or something, if you're going somewhere. And I love this. I love this wedding bells. They're so beautiful. Vintage wrapping paper. And then it's a wedding card made out of that. I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it's really neat. It's like vellum, but frosty or something. I don't know, but it's got wedding bells on it and gold and stuff. So I put that in there because it's just beautiful. I love that so much. I love that so much. And then this I made. This is really fun. Just undo it. It's a pocket in the back. And I think this one I called, if you want to look on my channel, 6x6 envelope flippy thing or something like that. So it flips like this, like this, like this, like this. And all the envelopes have ephemera in them. And then here's your 6x6 spot you can write. Okay, they all have little tags in them and such. And then it folds back up and you can tie it shut. Seam bindings from my shop. All the stamps are from my shop too. If you need vintage stamps, you can get them there. Martha Stewart punched. And then the back I left, and the back I left. But I did make pockets right here, so you can put stuff in the back here if you need to. And then here's the closure. I just didn't want to put any more stuff in the back. So this is really huge. I didn't weigh it, but I'm going to put it in a large flat rate box. So sometimes Etsy messes up. And the large flat rate box is like $23, I think, to send. So that's what it is. And if it messes up, I will message you and let you know if it doesn't charge enough for the shipping, because this is huge. And then I usually put in extra goodies too. So anyways, I love this so much. Thank you so much for coming in and watching with me. And I'll post some pictures in group, Junk Journal Junkies, etc. If you've never been there before, we have a good time. If you want to stop in and join. Okay? Thank you. Goodbye. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. That really helps. I appreciate it.